We're going to be testing the fully upgraded Neo Volkite pistol. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use the version with maximum damage, right? Keep that in mind. And what we're going to do is we're going to test the top tree first. The top tree is more focused on direct damage, right? As you guys can see right here, Great Might. This does 10% more damage to terminus enemies. Then we have Volkite Discharge Area. This one increases the AoE radius of the explosion. So how the gun works is, as you're shooting the enemy after a set amount of time, you overheat them, and then there will be a small explosion that does more damage. And the area of that damage is what this perk expends by 20%. Then we have heat retention. Heated enemies cool down 25% slower. Then we have Volkite Discharge. This is really good actually. After killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a melee weapon, damage of Volkite Discharge increases by 30% for 10 seconds. 30% is a lot when it comes to damage, obviously. And finally, Volkite Blitz. Volkite Discharge damage increases by 25% and discharge area increases by 25% as well, which means that on the top tree, not only do you get more damage, but you increase the Volkite Discharge area by 45% total, which is really cool. Now, the way we're going to test it out is we're going to hop in and we're going to go for the elites, and we're going to see where the breakpoints are for the top tree with this maximum damage version of the pistol and see how many explosions it's going to take to make them executable. Then we're going to do the same on bottom tree here. Okay, let's go. That's one. That was 2 explosions and he did get to execute. Okay, let me get the reload. I don't understand how they... Okay, here's an elite. That's 1 explosion. I barely see him though. That's 2. Yeah. Oh no, 2 didn't get him. Okay. That's less than 3. That's too much ammunition for 1 elite, regardless. Remember, we needed 2 explosions with the headshots. That's 1, 2. 3. Yeah, that was 3, but it was 3 explosions. When we went for headshots, it didn't take 3 explosions. It was 2 and barely any shots. One, 2, 3. Yeah, there definitely is a difference. Yep. There's definitely a difference, guys. Going for body and headshots, obviously there is a difference, so do keep that in mind as well. So now we're going to take a look at those breakpoints on bottom tree as well with the same version of the gun, which is maximum damage. Now, the reason we're going to do this is because, let's say, if we can manage to keep the breakpoints the same with bottom tree as we did with the top tree, then it means that you're just better off with the bottom tree because you have more ammunition, right? That makes sense. This one, after a gun strike, rate of thermal damage increases by 30% for 2 seconds, which is kind of cool. It's after a gun strike, but 2 seconds really doesn't do much. Then we have Volkite Discharge Area Expense. This is the AoE radius increase, doesn't do anything to the damage. Then we have rate of thermal damage increases by 20%, but then again, violent deflagration. After killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a melee weapon, rate of thermal damage increased by 30% for 2 seconds. So again, it's 2 seconds, and this is just not going to be used as much as you think, and it's not going to be as useful. And then finally, this one is pretty good. Volkite Discharge, in addition to dealing normal damage, also deals 25% thermal damage. So we're going to compare this, and if the breakpoints are the same or faster, there's going to be 0 reason to use top tree, but I really doubt that's going to happen. Maybe this guy? No, this one's definitely less damage. Yeah, that one took 3 explosions to the head, chat. Okay, let's go. Yeah, that's 3 explosions that you need with bottom tree when you're landing those headshots. Keep that in mind. Body shots. Missed a few there, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it definitely makes a difference once again. And now for the last test, what we're going to do is we're going to go for the version with more ammunition. But for the perk tree, we're going to go top tree. So once again, if we can have the same breakpoints, but with the ammunition version of the gun, that means that you're going to just pick this and go top tree. And that's going to be the best case scenario. So let's find that out. Yeah, that was 3 explosions, right? Yeah, it's 3. It's 3. So overall, for the most damage, you want to go with the 6+, and then for the perk tree, just go top tree. For me personally, that would be the best pick. However, there isn't like a huge difference, I would say, in damage if you go for this version, which will give you a little bit more ammunition. But then again, you guys saw the breakpoints. You will need a little bit more damage to get to those breakpoints to then execute those elites. Now, what we're going to do is the next few clips you're going to see is going to be with this version, 6+. And the perk tree is gonna be top tree. And after you check these clips out, guys, make sure to let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. We're also gonna be testing the other buffs in the next few days and posting some new builds, so stay tuned for that. As always, thank you for the love and support. Stay positive, stay disciplined, and I'll see you all on the next one. Okay, don't shoot this one. I'm guessing he's all... Nope.
Atmospheric conditions have returned to normal.
Literally just spamming that is crazy. Yeah, I feel like the plasma pistol would have destroyed him faster. You know what I mean? I really do. Yeah, just kill him, boys. I'm pretty much out of ammo at this point. That's just one of them too. The way he's planting those on the ground is so annoying to me. Trying to not bury here. Those 2 explosions. Yeah. Once again, 2 explosions and a little bit more. But like, you got to keep in mind, you're not always going to do that, right? Like, not all shots are going to be perfect. So you have to probably take that into account. And on average, it's going to be, you're going to have to overheat him like 3 times. And then get the three discharges on him. So 3 discharges is probably on average. And that's with the highest amount of damage possible, you know? Here's a warrior. That's cool that it staggers them. I'm not gonna... Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! I mean, we literally have the best community of all time. Oh! Oh, he got no scoped!